just don't know what to say. I genuinely want apologies for this because I'm being thrown in at the deep end here. I do not know what to say. Manchester United are signing Andre Santos from Chelsea for £50 million. I have got to be very careful about what I say here. Very, very careful. Because I think in life you have to be honest. And I think this is a shit deal. I'm sorry, I think it's absolutely shit. If you're a Chelsea fan, you must be absolutely over the moon. We've given you the Garnacho money back plus £10 million. Absolutely, you know, fair play to Mike Keegan as well. He called this before Ornstein. I know Ornstein's taking the credit, but remember he mentioned it. Mike Keegan, 3 hours ago. He called this. I think this is a fucking joke. I think this is absolutely ridiculous. You spend 9 months talking about Elliot Anderson, but you don't want to pay for him. You spend 6 weeks going for Mateus Fernandes, but you don't want to pay for him. And then you react by throwing £50 million at Chelsea for a bench player. It's incredible how quick we have moved on the wrong deal. And we've overpaid. I mean, that's the thing. We've overpaid. He is a bench player for Chelsea. They paid £15 million for him. We're giving them 50. 48 million plus easily achievable add-ons. It's a ridiculous deal. It better work. It better work because, and you know, Ederson and Santos, what did they do? We can't replace Casemiro, so let's get 2 mid-Brazilians and together that replaces Casemiro. I don't get it. I mean, look, what I will say is we can't blame the player. We've got to hope that somebody somewhere has got the data right. But how have we given Chelsea... What are Chelsea going to do with that £50 million as well? You know, if they go and sign Adam Wharton or Alex Scott, what the fuck have we done? I mean, has Sir Jim Radcliffe got shares in Chelsea or something? I mean, Mason Mount was bad enough. I just don't know. United Way says toxic bridge. Mate, it's not toxic to have an opinion that you don't agree with. I think this is wild. I think this is desperate. I think this is crazy. And what I'm saying is I hope it bloody works. I'll back any player that we sign and I really hope it works. But you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You haven't watched him. I have seen him, Casper. And look, I know some of you just get excited about any signing. I understand that. And if you're happy, absolutely respect it. I really do. But don't start coming for me and everybody else who thinks this is a really strange deal. So I'm really happy for you if you're excited. You know, he actually does have a lot of... He has quite a high passes per 90. I've said this before. But Chelsea fans are rejoicing in the street. They're having a party. They paid £15 million for a bench player. They've just sold him for three and a half times his value. He barely plays for Chelsea. And they'll be able to use that money to buy a better player. Now, you can pretend he's a superstar, but you don't have the facts. You don't. We've bought a prospect that may end up being a superstar, but certainly isn't at the moment. And I'll tell you what as well, none of you that are cheering for this deal mentioned his name in March, April or May or June. Nobody said, let's stop negotiating for Mateus Fernandes and go for Andre Santos. Oh, forget about Elliot Anderson. The real quiz is Andre Santos. You know what? I've been thinking about United's midfield, and although I really want Tonali, Bruno G, TCHOUAMÉNI, Fernandes, Anderson, Wharton, Scott, actually, what about Andre Santos? I've never heard anybody say it. I've never heard anybody say, let's put Andre Santos. I've heard João Gomez. I've heard James Garner. I've heard Stiller. I have never heard anybody say, let's go and get Andre Santos. And that's why I'm worried. This is not... I wish the lad all the best. Welcome to Manchester United. This is not about him. This is about a board that defies logic every single day. Won't overpay on Anderson, won't overpay on Tonali, won't overpay on Mateus Fernandes, but will overpay on a player that's £50 million. And this is what worried me. I literally said this. It's not about overpaying, it's about limits. They don't want to buy anybody over £80 million. So it's not about overpaying. If Mateus Fernandes had been available for 70, they'd have paid it. They don't want to go over 80 million. So even though Andre Santos is a £30 million player, we'll still give 20 million more because it's under 70. We have massively, massively overpaid on him. He is not a £50 million player. He's not a starter for Chelsea. He's not. How is he worth £50 million? How is he worth £50 million? So, look, Rory Jennings has just messaged me saying he's a good player, mate. Now, Rory said Erling Haaland would flop. He said Ronaldo wouldn't score in a World Cup. So, look, let's hope Rory's right. Let's hope he is. But, look, what worries me most is what's next. That's £90 million of our midfield budget gone. On what? On what? We've spent 40 on Ederson and 50 on Santos. That's 90 million quid on 2 players. And I'm like, on what? So, look, some people are saying Santos is good. I've never heard you say Santos is good. You're a liar, mate. You're a fucking liar, and you know you are. I have never heard you come on this chat and say Santos is a good player.